All right, football fans, how's it going? Today's January 22nd. We got the conference games going on. First, we start off with the Bengals against the Titans. Welcome to my channel. I do all sports, weight loss, hopefully, and everything in between. So the Bengals and the Titans. Let's see if the Titans can make the Bengals kitty cats. Got to be careful with that because it might not be politically correct. I like the Bengals. I think Burrow has really grown this year, coming off that injury. Big plus for getting Derrick Henry back for the Titans. It's going to be a boost, but we'll see how much he can go. If he gets 15 carries around, 15 touches, that will help either way. D'Onta Foreman has done a nice job basically running in his place since he's been out, but there's only one King Henry. It's going to be a battle. We can see if, Tennessee is really struggling against the run, but they get a lot of pressure with a four-man front. So it's going to be almost, how does Burrow handle the pressure? Can Tennessee slow down Mixon? Tennessee's at home. Weather's not going to really be a factor here. Tannehill's got Julio Jones, who hopefully can come back to some kind of form like he did with the Falcons when he played there. And obviously he's got what's his name? I'm blanking out here. Not AJ, their wide receiver, I think Davis or something. Anyway, I'm blanking out. Plus they got Fisker as a tight end. I say Tennessee because they're at home, 27-23, but I wouldn't be shocked if it went the other way. Depends on how much Derrick Henry we get, and if the Titans can hold off, keep Burrow off the field, and give him less opportunities to hook up with Jamar Chase. I say Tennessee 27-23. Tennessee's minus 3.5. I say they cover. The over-unders, I think 47.5. I wouldn't touch that, but if you have to, I would say go over. And tonight you got the Green Bay Packers and the 49ers. 49ers came off of a nice comeback win to get in the playoffs against the Rams. The Rams, the last game of the season. Jimmy G and the rest of the running attack. Well, Jimmy G's the quarterback. Well, that rhymes. I'm a poet, but I don't know it. Jimmy G has some shoulder problems. He had some issues with a thumb. He came out a little bit banged up from the Dallas game. He had that thumb issue going into the Dallas game, but he's been a trooper. He's probably fighting for a starting job in 2022. Trey Lance is in the wings. Whether he plays for the 49ers or not, that depends on, I guess, how far the run is, and even then, who knows if he comes back. But he's gutsy. The running game is excellent. Then you got Deebo Samuel, a running back / wide receiver. George Kittle, they got to get him more involved. And Ayuku, or however you pronounce the name. But their running game, they probably run 75% run. Packers are getting 2 defensive linemen back for the playoffs today. That's going to be huge for them. They had a week of rest with the bye. Aaron Rodgers knows the postseason's not guaranteed. Every year they're playing in the frozen tundra in Lambeau Field. Can the California boy Jimmy G withstand the 0-degree temperatures? It's going to feel like 0. It might be 5, 8 degrees. I expect a lot of running around and throwing some Dillon. They're going to have a good job with the running game, I think. San Francisco's no joke either. Will Bosa play? He got a concussion against Cowboys. I think he just got cleared yesterday, so he'll be playing. That's a big bonus for them. But I think that Rodgers knows that his time is, it's not guaranteed every year. They got a really good squad this year, even with Tunyon going down and a couple of injuries. They got Randall Cobb back this year. He's played pretty decent. Obviously, you got Devontae Adams, who's just 1 or 1A as far as wide receivers in the league. You got Cooper Kupp and a couple other people You saw what happened when Hopkins wasn't in the game for Arizona. Their offense got totally shut down by the Rams on Monday night. So there's a top 3, I think, wide receivers in the league. But I think it's going to be Green Bay because of the weather, because of Rodgers, because of just the whole team. They've been playing great. Their defense, they're going to have to stack the box to stop the run, force Jimmy G to beat you, see if his shoulder is going to allow him to throw downfield. I say Green Bay wins 28-20 or 30-20. So they're 6-point favorites. I think they cover. The over-under, I think, is like 47.5. Whatever you want to do with that. Tomorrow we got the big ones. Well, they're all big. Tomorrow we got the Rams and the Buccaneers in the afternoon in Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay is looking like a mash unit. They beat my Philadelphia Eagles. If you can't tell, I'm an Eagles fan. Well, this doesn't really help with this, what do you call it? The Rock, Alcatraz shirt. But I'm an Eagles fan, Philadelphia fan all the way around. But they got spanked pretty good last week. They made it respectable looking with the score, but they were getting crushed. They got a lot of injuries, though, the Buccaneers on their offensive line. We'll see how many guys can go or not. Obviously, the Rams have a really good front. They got good linebackers. This is going to be tough. I hate going against Brady because Brady's he's the GOAT. He's won 7 championships. Obviously, he's still got Gronkowski in the middle. I don't know if Fournette's going today, but I don't think Ronald Jones is going either. But the guy that went against the Eagles, he played good, man. I'm sorry I don't have the name in front of me right now. I'm drawing a blank. And then you still got Mike Evans, who's I expect him over 100 yards, probably get targeted 10 to 12 times, probably about 8 receptions. It's going to come down to Matthew Stafford because the defense of Tampa Bay looked a lot better last week against the Eagles, a lot better. Obviously, they got a couple guys back like David and, a couple other dudes in the middle. Can the defense of Tampa Bay slow down the wide receivers of the Rams? And Stafford, is he going to throw a pick 6? He can give you 3 touchdowns, but will he throw a pick 6? This isn't Detroit anymore. There's some pressure. There's some expectations here. Stafford, I like him. I like him his whole career. He's been gritty. We'll see how the cornerbacks and the linebackers can play, against, they got some, Higbee can beat you out of the backfield. Sonny Michel's been doing a nice job. They got Akers back at running back. Then you got Beckham and Cooper Kupp and Van Jefferson. On paper it looks like, talent-wise that the Rams have more talent. You got Brady, though. He's got the intangibles. Obviously, he's a little bit better. He's proven himself more than Matthew Stafford. Brady would go up and beat anybody head-to-head, just by his resume. But it's about the supporting cast, and weather's not going to be a factor here either. It's going to be tough. I don't know. Obviously, I wouldn't touch that game either. I think Tampa Bay's favored by 2.5 or 3. The line's about 46.5, 47. I don't know. My heart says Rams pulled through. Stafford is getting finally deep in the playoffs after all those years of paying his dues in Detroit. But I don't know if I said my heart says the Rams or my brain says the Rams, but the other way around, my heart or my brain says don't bet up against Brady because every time you do, you look stupid. So realistically, I think the Rams have more talent on paper, better cornerbacks. They got Weddle back last week. He came out of retirement. Obviously, Ramsey, Donald, and all those guys. So it's going to be a shootout. I think Brady and Stafford combined for like 780 yards or something the first time they played, and the Rams won that game pretty easily. And that's when they had Robert Woods, and I think Antonio Brown either played or he was injured. Who knows? Who cares? He's a great talent, but, you don't leave your team in the middle of the game. So, I think deep down, the Rams win 30-27, but my heart says don't bet against Brady, so that could be the score the other way for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I think it's going to be between 30-27 or 30-23, around there. It's going to be a good game. It's almost like whoever gets the ball. Both teams have good kickers. Suckup and Matt Gay, they're both pretty good. So that's either 30-27 either way. I don't know which one. I say don't go against Brady, but at the same time, can Tampa Bay overcome as many injuries as they have? Gronkowski's going to get his. Evans is going to get his. Was Fournette playing? Who knows? And they're going to need somebody, Tyler Johnson or somebody, to come up and play huge as that third receiver out of the slot or something, and let Mike Evans do his thing. But I don't know if it's enough. So, all right, we got that, and we finish off at Sunday night with the game, I think, of the best one. This should be the AFC Championship, actually, but the way the draw went, it's Bills against Chiefs. I'm surprised the Chiefs still have that name because, it's not politically correct. You see what happened with the Redskins and the Indians. I'm glad the Chiefs still have that name because everything's getting canceled nowadays. Yeah, that's besides the point. It's going to be a great game. Earlier in the year, Buffalo was kind of struggling a little bit, but they really handled the Chiefs in Kansas City. But Kansas City's defense has obviously improved. But the way Buffalo dismantled New England, and New England had, I thought, a good defense, but, Allen just completely decimated that defense with his feet and his arm. And then you obviously don't have to say much about Mahomes. He's done it all. They're trying to go to the AFC Championship for a fourth straight year. Kelsey, Hill, Hardman, all these guys. Hilaire's not playing, I don't think, but doesn't matter. McKissick played excellent last week, or McKinnon, I forget, is a former Minnesota Viking guy. I'm sorry, I don't have all my papers in front of me. Anyway, the running back played excellent against the Steelers. Offense took a little bit of time before it got going, but they still put up 40 plus once they got going. Buffalo has a great defense, but I don't know. It's going to be a hell of a game, I think. It's good. Could this be Buffalo's year? Will they break through? The Titans are a number one seed, and they're going to need Henry to pound it out, whoever they play. Or I'm not saying nothing because the Bengals have a shot in that game too. But I expect whoever wins this game will probably win the AFC to go to the Super Bowl. Man, that's a tough one. Stephon Diggs. They got the good tight end over there. He's played good. He's not as good as Kelsey, but obviously he's really good this year. I think he had 2 touchdowns in the game against Pittsburgh. Kansas City, it's tough for me to go against them at home. And if anybody could beat them at home, it's definitely Buffalo. But I will say Kansas City Chiefs. Oh, man, this is tough. I think it's going to be lower scoring than what people think, but it's still going to be about 50-55. It's going to be, I think, 30-23, 30-24, 30-27, 33-20, around that way. But I think it's like a one-score game. Oh, man. Kansas City's line, I think it started off at 2.5 or 3. It's down to, I think, 1.5 or 1 right now. A lot of people got back in the Bills. Depends on what quarterback makes less mistakes. Both of them can run, obviously. Josh Allen can run a little bit better. Mahomes doesn't need to run as much. Singletary had a nice game last week for the Buffalo Bills. Give me 33-27. 33-30, 30. I think that's 3 to 6 points for either team. I can't tell you. That's like saying I'd rather use my left or right hand. I need both of them. So I don't know what the hell I'm saying here. It's gonna be a great game. Josh Allen, I think they combined for about 550 to 650 yards, but It's going to be lower scoring than what people think. 50 to 55 points, I think. I'm just picking Kansas City because they're at home. But Buffalo obviously showed they could beat them last time. So, yeah, Kansas City, I'd just say 30-27, kind of like the Tampa Bay game earlier. And, you know, we'll see what happens. But it's going to be a great week of football, weekend of football. Enjoy it. I do my picks every day. I do also same-game parlays for for basketball, all football, a little bit of college, Villanova, obviously I love, and stuff like that. But baseball, when it starts, hockey, I don't know, the Flyers are killing me this year, so it's been hard for me to get into that. But yeah, so I hope you enjoy my channel. Subscribe, like, comment. I really appreciate you watching me, and thanks for watching the video. And have a great day. Watch the football games. Hopefully they're exciting and competitive, and I hope your team does great. All right, thanks a lot. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time.